Welcome to another Tuesday Tips with Terry. It's good to be here. Hope you're having a great day so far. Today I want to talk about something I get asked about a lot, which is, what does Better3 mean? Better3 is the name of my company, and I rebranded to Better3 probably about 10 years ago. I've been in business for going on 13 years. Next year will be 13 years, so I can't believe it's gone by so quick. But anyway, I get a lot of people who ask me, well, what does Better3 stand for? Or what does that mean? Where did you get that? And I have to admit, it is a very unusual name for a business, and especially a creative business. So one of the things that I found when I was first starting out on my own 12 years ago is that a lot of my clients really didn't understand their customers in the way that they needed to in order to actually connect and understand what they need so they could serve them better. And when I found this out, because I would ask them, okay, tell me about your client when I would meet somebody new, and they'd be like, well, this, that, and the other. And I'm like, okay, but it really wasn't helping me as a creative connect with what their clients were really struggling with in their environment, some of the things that were pressuring them. Because what that can do is that can actually give you new opportunities to not only reach them at a new level, but also create products and services that are addressing things that most people aren't recognizing that they're dealing with. So it enables any business to be much more creative in what you're trying to do with your clients and expand your client base, maybe even create new revenue streams. Anyway, I digress. So the reason why I came up with Better3 was I noticed there were three things that were fundamental for me to actually be successful for my clients in creating the marketing, the messaging, the branding that they really needed in order to be successful and grow their business. And so when people would ask me, I'm like, I'm so glad that you asked. In fact, it's funny because I had an iteration of one of my business cards that on the back of it, I actually explained what the Better3 meant, which is really funny because it's not that I got tired of answering the same question over and over and over, but I really wanted it to serve as a reminder for these are the things that are really important to any business when you're communicating, selling, and building relationships with your clients, which is actually the three in Better3. So just real quickly, the Better3 stands for better understanding, better communication, and better relationships. So as I was working with clients, I would really spend a lot of time up front doing discoveries, interviewing my clients' customers, finding out exactly, what were their, hot points that they weren't really communicating to my client, and discovering a lot of really neat things that enabled my client to totally come at the business completely differently. And it really was a game changer for pretty much everyone I've worked for when I go through the process fully with them. And I'll tell you some case studies in other videos. But so the understanding part is really the foundation of anything that I would create as a creative. It involves really understanding their environment, their pressure points, what their true desires are, because so many of our customers or our clients' customers have unspoken or unaware desires where they're actually really wanting something, but they haven't thought of it in a way where they can articulate it. So we go, oh yeah, wow, I could actually create a service or a product that actually addresses that. So that really just builds everything that we create. It sets the tone for how we're going to communicate with them and all of that, which is the second number in Better3, which is communication. Communication is all about the consistent message, the simplification of the marketing, and making your stuff look really, really professional. And I've had so much experience in the corporate world, I got to blend the high creative with the very effective and clear and concise and simple approach that many corporations are known for. And that's how I design today. I'm very, very specific about typography and making sure our messaging is very consistent across all platforms. And there's so many now with social media and print, and it's just remarkable. So the third in the three, basically, in Better Three, the third one is better relationships. And better relationships is kind of like a result of the first two. However, one of the things that a lot of people who come to me, they're like, how do I get those new sales? How do I grow my business? How do I increase more revenue and get more people, to consume my information so I can actually convert them into clients and customers? And they get so focused on the front end of the sale and getting that new client that they totally blow it on the back end, where they deal from everything from buyer's remorse all the way through to generating referrals. And referrals, as you know, is the cheapest way to grow your business, is to get those natural organic referrals. Well, if you're not nurturing and cultivating your client base or your customers in such a way where they fall in love with your brand and they just refer the everything about you, they love you, and they're out there on social media and they're talking about it. And when somebody comes up to them and says, hey, I need this, blah, blah, and they're like, oh, well, you got to work with, my friend over here and use their business. So that is the three in Better Three. Better understanding, so you really have a clear message and you know exactly what your customer's listening for. Better communication, so you're actually producing a consistent base of communication tools, whether it's a blog post, a social media post, or a full color big sales brochure. You're actually consistent across all points, and everybody knows how to get in touch with you, and everything looks professional and relevant to the audience, as well as, not dated. That's one of my pet peeves, is dated material. And then the third is relationships. It's making sure that you're building relationships in such a way where you can get a giant customer lifetime value out of that particular client and stay in relationship with them as long as possible, so you do end up getting more revenue from one client. You're not spending all that time trying to get out there and create new business. So that's the Better Three in fully explained. So you guys now know. And if you have any questions about naming your business or how to communicate clearly using the Better Three, better understanding, better communication, and better relationships, reach out to me at terry@better3.com or just hit up Better Three. And I'll be looking forward to talking with you. I'm actually getting some great consult requests and talking with a ton of really great people. And I'm having a great time. So reach out to me and we'll have a great call together. All right, listen, have a great day. And thanks again for watching. We'll see you soon.